A fire blazed on Wednesday on a ship off the Dutch coast with nearly 3,000 vehicles, killing one person and injuring several others. The Dutch Coast Guard said that it was working to save the vessel from sinking close to an important habitat for migratory birds. At least 7 crew members jumped overboard and were rescued from the water, while the rest were airlifted by helicopter. Boats and helicopters were used to get the 23 crew members off the ship after they tried unsuccessfully to put out the blaze, the Coast Guard said in a statement. Some of the crew suffered broken bones, burns and breathing problems and were taken to hospitals in the northern Netherlands, emergency services added. So, what exactly happened? The Panama-registered Fremantle Highway was transporting 2,857 cars from the German port of Bremerhaven to Port Said in Egypt when the blaze broke out. Its location is close to a chain of Dutch and German islands popular with tourists in the shallow Wadden Sea, a World Heritage listed area described by UNESCO as the largest unbroken system of intertidal sand and mud flats in the world and one of the most important areas for migratory birds in the world. One of the 25 electric cars on board caught fire, Dutch public broadcaster NOS reported, citing a Coast Guard official. The ship was still burning some 27 nautical miles north of the Dutch island of Ameland, located close to a major environmental and UNESCO heritage site. A spokesperson stated that the injured crew members who either suffered from smoke inhalation or were hurt during the evacuation were airlifted to medical facilities by helicopter. Images of the vessel published by the Coast Guard showed several scorched areas along the side of the ship with flames and smoke still visible. Also called the Frisian Island, the area has been declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site and has a rich diversity of more than 10,000 aquatic and terrestrial species. This includes more than 140 species of fish, of which some 20 spend their entire life in the tidal areas along the island's famous mudflats. The area also has a large seal and porpoise population. Should the Fremantle Highway sink, it would be a disaster of the highest order, the daily tabloid The Telegraph said. Salvage vessels were on the scene trying to put out the blaze and prevent the ship from sinking, the NOS national broadcaster said. Specialized firefighters were called from Rotterdam, but the fire developed so quickly that it was no longer safe to bring those firefighters on board. A tug vessel has, however, managed to attach a cable to the sinking ship to prevent it from drifting and blocking an important sailing route into Germany. Some 340 containers tumbled off one of the world's largest container ships after a storm in the same area in early 2019, littering kilometers of pristine coastline with plastic and polystyrene. The most serious incident in recent times of the busy Dutch coast happened in December 2012 when the Bahamian-flagged car carrier Baltic Ice collided with a container ship and sank. 11 sailors were killed in that incident.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.